right, quick intro. Welcome to Totally Unqualified. I'm so sorry if that was loud. I'm not used to doing this YouTube thing with the mic and the camera. I'm just used to doing phone, TikTok, quick 15, 60 seconds. I'm out of my element here, okay? So I'm learning with you guys. We're going to go through this together. But welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been wanting to do this for a while. This is aside from my Maltese Productions YouTube channel. So what this is going to be is it's going to be basically an extension of my TikTok. So anything I wanted to talk about on TikTok that I really don't have the time to in a 60-second video, I'm going to be talking about that here. With that being said, let's get right into it. So I am here right now after the Seahawks just put on what I'm going to describe as completely pathetic and embarrassing performance against the Rams. That's how I'm going to describe it. And I'm basically going to analyze everything that happened, or basically just give my after game thoughts. So what I'm thinking right now is I want to punch a hole in the wall. That's what I'm thinking right now.
Rip in the chat, boys.
But I can't. Just breathe. I can't do that. I can't do that, Jake. You can't punch a hole. Well, no, I can't. Okay. I'm not going to do that. But the thing that's bothering me or that pisses me off the most is that it's such a glaring flaw that we have in our team, and we just have not been able to address it for 7 years since the last time we went to the Super Bowl in the 2014 season. And that is the fact that we have not had a talented offensive line since our first Super Bowl that we went to with Russell Wilson and the Legion of Boom in 2013 and ended up winning against the Broncos. That is the last time we had a competent offensive line on the Seattle Seahawks. Since then, they have really not addressed the offensive line position. They've intentionally ignored it because they don't want to spend big money on the offensive line, which is just completely and utterly ridiculous in my opinion. Every team that has ever gone to the Super Bowl, I'm not just saying in the last 10, 20 years, every team that has ever been in a Super Bowl has had a top 10 offensive line. Do you want to know why? Because you need an offensive line to execute your goddamn offense. And we just feel like we can get by like the Legion of Boom days where we just played lockdown defense with Hall of Fame defenders all over the field and had a Hall of Fame running back run it and Russell Wilson just toss a few play actions here and there. That we're not living in those times anymore, okay? We are living in the times where Russell Wilson has to execute a higher volume passing offense. And for him to be able to do that and to be able to get the ball to the very talented receivers that we have on the side in Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, David Moore, and even Freddie Swain who's kind of coming on, okay? He can't get the ball to them if he has no time to throw the ball. We have just not brought in Pro Bowl caliber offensive linemen, keyword here, that are in their prime, okay? Not Mike Iupati, who's a washed up all-pro, not Dwayne Brown, who is getting up there in years, okay? He's still good, but he's getting up there in years. Nobody. Okay, we have done nothing to address it besides drafting Jermaine Ifedi or some backup O-lineman in the previous draft. The only person that actually looks like has a bright future is Damian Lewis, the right guard for the Seattle Seahawks, third-round pick out of LSU that we took this year in the draft. He looked good. He looked like he has future Pro Bowl potential. Ethan Posick, I'm not seeing a lot out of him. I don't know what's in the cards for him. He was talented in college. I'm not really seeing them getting a lot out of him, especially in the NFC West where we have to deal with the 49ers D-line twice a year of Nick Bosa and Eric Armstead and Javon Kinlaw, okay, and D Ford. We got to deal with that twice a year. Then we got to go to the Rams and deal with Aaron Donald and Joseph Stephen Day and the other guys that I thought were no names are apparently just tearing us to shreds. And then you got the Arizona Cardinals who have an up-and-coming defensive line, especially with Chandler Jones, who's up there in top 3 in sacks damn near every year in the NFL. We have to deal with those players twice a year. And we have one of the weakest offensive lines in the NFL. That is not going to get it done. If we want to be a Super Bowl contender, which we are so damn close to being a Super Bowl contender again. I do not think we are right now because of that offensive line. We need to address it. I know they don't want to spend the money on bringing in Pro Bowl caliber offensive linemen that are in their primes and spending money at that position. But if we do that, then guess what? You're going to prolong Russell Wilson's career. We're going to be better in the playoffs, and we're going to be better handling those premier pass rushers that are in the NFC West. It is going to pay off long term if we just spend the money on these offensive linemen to finally give Russell Wilson some time to deliver the ball to these super ultra talented receivers that we have on the outside in DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. I know a lot of people want to just fire Pete Carroll. There are some people that just want to blow up the entire team and just start all over again. I really don't think we have to do that. I sincerely do not think we have to do that. I like Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll is a future Hall of Fame coach. John Snyder is a future Hall of Fame GM. These guys are the top of the top. I just think their ideology of ignoring the offensive line and trying to rebuild it through the draft, which has drastically failed. We can say that now. We can say that it has drastically failed. Aside from Damian Lewis, who is the sole draft pick that actually looks good, Ethan Posick is bordering. Ethan Posick can go either way. I'm not so confident in him. But Damian Lewis, I know he looks good. He is the only successful draft pick that we had on the offensive line since those Super Bowl years. That is it. They've tried to rebuild through the draft. It's not going to work. We need to spend the money on Pro Bowl caliber offensive linemen if we want to go anywhere in the playoffs. You can blame the play calling too, but the play calling is really not going to get going if the plays can't be impactful with no run blocking, with no pass blocking. If Chris Carson can't get a yard, then guess what? The play action is not going to work. Okay, it just all comes down to that offensive line. You really can't say much. Yes, the play calling was not great in the Rams game. Okay, it was not great. I'll say that right now. That wide receiver screen, I predicted that a mile away. That's why they picked it off and took it for a pick six. The play calling needs to be better, but most importantly, the offensive line has got to get better. And we cannot ignore it any longer if we actually want to be contenders. If we actually want to get to the Super Bowl a couple more times while we have this insane Hall of Fame quarterback that is Russell Wilson, we need to address it. I'm pretty sure I'm speaking for every Seattle Seahawks fan that is out there when I say these things, okay? Because we all see it. We all know what they've tried to do by trying to rebuild the offensive line through the draft, and we've all seen it fail. This is a very talented team. This is a very talented team. It is a young team with a bright future. I am super excited to be a Seahawks fan. I am so proud to be a Seahawks fan, but I cannot deal with them just ignoring one of the most important positions in all of sports, which is the offensive line. I can't do it anymore. I can't deal with it anymore. I'm sorry. They need to address it. That's it for this video, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Okay, make sure to hit that like, throw me a comment of whatever you want me to talk about next. Hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. If you guys haven't followed my TikTok yet, please go do so. It is at Jake_Maltese3. Same with Instagram, at Jake_Maltese3. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully the Seahawks get better in the future. But whatever you guys want to see me talk about next, throw that in the comment section. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.